Well, good morning. I am working on another project in preparation for us to leave the Love's RV stop here in Normal, Illinois.
It's your mugshot from the Normal, Illinois Police Department. There's a town called Normal?
We're going to be heading north, and we'll share that with you later on a later episode. But in the meantime, I'm working on replacing our kitchen faucet. When I redid the countertops a year or so back, we ended up replacing our kitchen faucet. It is a good quality faucet, but we just needed something a little bit different. So when I wash dishes, I'm a little messy. There's lots of water going on. And when you grab that faucet, I tend to put the water on my hand onto the back of the sink, and that rolls down and hits the back of the slide and pools there, which has been an annoyance for me and definitely an annoyance for Gary. If you can kind of see, all that water goes all the way back here. We were watching the Hanks online, and they had put in an RV kitchen faucet that had the sensor to turn on and off. So we're going to actually try the same and see whether that will work for us. Unfortunately, this brand didn't have an option for the sensor, so we ended up buying this Keer brand faucet. And honestly, it looks a lot very similar to the one we already had, which is part of the reason why I liked it. So I've got a plate, a face plate, which we won't use. They've got some soap dispenser, which we also won't be able to use. Very close on the base. It looks like they have a very similar head on there as well. I think this will be not too bad, I hope. So I got to get up here and up to that faucet in there. I don't even know if you can see it. Yep, over there. So I've got to get to that black area and unscrew that in order to get our faucet. I just got to disconnect my cold and hot water connections. I did turn off the water pump and drained all the water, so shouldn't be horrible, but do I need a tool for that? Of course I do. There we go. Starting to leak a little. Oh, there it goes. Whoops. Sorry, didn't mean to hurt you. All right, faucet out. And a quick road trip to put our laundry in the dryer, then pick up Gary from physical therapy. This is his second to last appointment. Okay, Google, set timer for 60 minutes. As we've said in other videos, one of the biggest advantages for staying at this Love's RV stop was that it was 5 minutes away from PT. Laundry there is also very convenient, but a bit pricey. But I'm too lazy to drive somewhere cheaper, and I have projects to finish. Gary's walking pretty well these days, so we're going to head out for a weekend shakedown trip before finally heading out of the area. But it's time to get back to our faucet project. So the biggest difference between our old faucet and the new faucet is this sensor portion. That's the battery pack. Whoa, look at that. That works. 7/16. The plan was pretty straightforward. Attach the hoses to the faucet up here, where there's plenty of room. Maybe. I'm gonna just shove everything in first. I thought I was being clever. Nope. I don't know if the hole is big enough. Get those off. All right, let's try this again. Alrighty. Perfect. Oh shit. Silicone, then the nut, and then that goes that way. Oh, this is gonna suck. What I thought was going to be a 5-minute job took probably about a good hour of twister under our tiny little kitchen cabinet.
Now you know why I hate
Yeah.
force you into it.
I kept triggering the slide outs with my foot. No.
Watch your feet.
Damn it. I'm sorry. I'm trying. I'm surprised I didn't start extending the awning as well. Okay. I think that's going to be about as much as I can do.
Then use the screws to help tighten that down.
Oh, I can't see things. Are you serious? How? I'm a dumbass. I put it in backwards. Ah, son of a gun. I put the screw heads on the other way.
What?
I couldn't see. My glasses don't work that way. That's some serious dumbassery right there.
Hey, watch your feet. Hey.
Oh, shit. Sorry. All right. Ouch. This is very uncomfortable. Come on, baby. Oh. Is that tight enough, do you think?
Nope. Whoa, hey.
What?
You're hitting it. You gotta back this out.
What?
The slide is coming in because your foot is hitting the switches.
After some cursing and a clever amount of plumber's grease, I was able to get the rest of the lines connected successfully. And I know it's a little early for me to give a really good review of this faucet, but so far I really like it. It is very responsive. It's really good when I'm washing a bunch of dishes. I usually put a bowl in the bottom and I'm washing things and I can just quickly go back and forth. And again, I'm not splashing, grabbing this handle every time and creating a water mess. So I am thinking that this is a great one. It was a pain to install, but I think now that I got it, I am happy I made the change. Nothing says adventure like me wrestling with fabric and Reflectix while pretending to know what I'm doing. Why am I making window curtains, you ask? Didn't I already do this before? Why, yes. Yes, I did. Our new door is wider thanks to that time at Penpack a few years back when we had to replace it, while also rebuilding the entire nose of the camper because it had taken on more water than a sinking rowboat. By the way, if you want to catch that series, make sure to bring a life jacket. I read online that using Reflectix straight on double pane RV windows can apparently cook your window seals like a rotisserie chicken. The panels can concentrate heat, which could melt or crack the window seals. Then we'll have more water problems. And we've already been traumatized enough with RV water issues, thank you very much. Some folks even claim their windows have shattered from the heat using Reflectix directly on the window. But I wasn't about to abandon the idea. Instead, I sewed some fabric around it, like giving it a stylish little black jacket, to keep that heat in check while still using the lightweight value of Reflectix. On my first round of covers, I went all fancy with this sunbrella-like canvas that had a waterproof PVC backing, because, in my mind, more waterproof meant less chance of waking up to a green fuzzy science experiment on my new covers. But this time around, I got thrifty. Okay, cheap. Instead of buying more material, I just cut what leftovers I had from the original covers. Nothing quite fit right, but it's black, so no one's gonna see it really. Except you, and you better not tell anyone else, okay? Anyway, it gave us some more money to spend on diesel and beverages for this upcoming weekend. Making these covers inside the same camper we're living in isn't exactly Instagram worthy. Our table is perfect for most things, board games, coffee, snacks, but sewing, not so much. Measuring fabric felt like a circus act, and the sewing machine kept ending up on our walkway like it was trying to trip me on purpose. Since this was a multi-day project, I also had to clear the table every time we wanted to eat. So, sewing boxes, chunks of Reflectix, and enough loose thread to knit a small sweater were scattered everywhere. I can finish a project. I just tend to redecorate the place into a disaster zone while doing it. And next, I am cramped in my kitchen near our door to install some magnets. I'm going to be placing around the edge of the frame in hopes that the cover that I'm making will have the opposite magnet and magically attach itself without any problem. I did buy these off of Amazon. They do have the tape on there, but from history, that tape sucks. So we're going with the heavy-duty VHB tapes. And hopefully I can get them all on here. Probably should have put the tape on these when I was sitting down in a more comfortable area, but all right, I want to go back to the table because this is uncomfortable. Yeah. Oh, wow, look at that. It hit that so hard that it broke. Ah, damn it. Ah. All right, now that I have my magnets with my tape on there, I had to get back in my little corner to add these on here. I think I'm gonna do 4 for each panel. So I've got a bottom panel and a top panel. I couldn't find white ones, so we're going with silver. That's what we're going with. Oh yeah, what a smart person would have done was clean off the frame with isopropyl alcohol before installing the magnets so they'll stick right, but sometimes I don't think about it. Do that if you're going to do this. So now it's time to figure out where the magnets go on this thing. What I should have done was probably put the magnets on the Reflectix before I added all of the material, but again, I'm not that smart. And I'm gonna have to futz with that now since I've got it partially sewn. But I'm sure this will be fantastic. All right, here is my genius plan, is to put some tape on these magnets, put one of the magnets on this side, just like that. And I'm gonna do that around and see if I can kind of stick it on there. Get that there. Hopefully it's even-ish. Stop grabbing to the stove. So hopefully these are where the magnets need to be. Yeah, perfect. My number one fear is dropping these things on the floor and getting them in my toes because I don't wear socks or shoes in here. I thought I was doing good. I just found one on the floor. Dang. So I'm planning on just leaving the tape on and sewing over it. I just have to make sure that I'm not sewing on the magnets or else I'll damage the needle. So I'm going to go back and verify that all of these will still fit based upon the locations. All right. It's not horrible. So I got the magnets there. That's kind of kicking out. There we go. That's not bad. Not bad. A little bit of futzing and you got it. All right. Next, to make this one. Well, in typical me fashion, I didn't buy enough magnets, so gonna have to wait to finish the project until tomorrow. And so 2 days, 3 needles, and 4 Band-Aids later, I finally got our door covers done. I am very happy with these. It covers the door. That is the number one goal. Is it pretty? No. Is it straight? Not really, but it will do the job. And again, I have the top and the bottom pieces that are separated. They can fold well and go by our chairs, and that's fantastic. If you made it this far, thank you for staying around. We appreciate you stopping by. And again, we're getting towards getting out into the wild, but it might be a little bit longer. So We'll see you hopefully on our next video. Take care. Bye-bye.